Today we are going to be diving into Holly's walk-in closet makeover that I had the honor of partnering up with Samsung on, and I am just so excited to be able to do this room for her because this has been a long time coming. The current state of this walk-in closet is definitely not a representation of Holly, and I am very excited to be able to bring out that vanity makeover that we did a couple of months ago into this room and fully complete it. Now, since I moved in, things are looking a little bit different, and she doesn't have an area for guests, so a fun little design take that Holly had on this was implementing a twin bed in the far right-hand corner of this room on the off chance someone does need to crash. If you guys have not seen me remove flooring, I think I have done it about 122 times by now. It is fairly simple. You want to just take off your baseboards, rip up your carpet, ensure you're hammering down any nails because when you throw this out, you don't want anybody to get nicked or anybody to step on it or to hurt anyone. You can use a carpenter's knife to rip the carpet nice and easy along the seam, and then you want to go in and scrape up the floor when you're completely done to make sure that that area is nice and smooth. Before you guys come at me about this flooring, throughout Holly's house, we are ripping up all the carpeting because we are going to do a mass install overhaul hardwood flooring in-depth tutorial for you here on my channel. So hold please. But the temporary solution is going in with some concrete paint towards the end, which has been our tried and true here, saving each makeover temporarily. It is really awesome to be a part of Holly's household right now because while I'm in the middle of doing one makeover, she could be helping me with another, and that is where Holly is going to be taking over this closet because I was actually doing my small closet at the time she was doing this closet or starting her closet makeover. Holly is going to be taking over for a bit per her recommendation because she is teaching me, hey, you do what only you can do, and then task me, let me help you out with the things that basically anybody else can do. I promise you it is going to get repetitive when you're doing makeovers, but it is so worth it. You want to clean up, clean out. We're going to rip out the rest of that carpet, start to make sure that we can move this PAX IKEA system around because we are going to be making the room a little bit more functional and flowing, if you will. Because these PAX systems are so large and in charge, we couldn't really move them out of the room. We had to move them around the room as we made it over. So you'll see like phases of the wall being painted and as well as the floor. You got to work with what you can. So what's your plan again? Walk me through it.
So this one, we're just going to move it to take the carpet out. Pull this off.
Got it. And that's staying there.
It doesn't stay stable, and then it stays. And like that just hangs up because part of it will be blocked, right? Because this one is gonna flip right here.
Okay.
And like just be butted up against it, right? So you only have like access to like
Oh, got it. Because it's gonna be inside of it.
It won't go inside of it.
Oh,
so
okay.
it'll go against it, and then I can still hang back to back.
Oh,
but I'll be able to reach to here.
This way, but here.
Yes.
This guy.
That guy there, and then this would be all drawers.
Got it.
All six drawers over here, and then just have shelving above.
Okay.
And then there's still like 19 inches here to play with and like
do
fun stuff. And then this one would be the hairdresser.
And then are we just painting it white, or what color did you want it? White, and then this is the black accent limit if we're gonna do anything. It looks like when we're organizing these systems that she's going to be losing that pack system to the back left corner, but actually that's false. We can fully move hangers, have full access, getting things in and out. Maybe not with so much ease, but that doesn't necessarily matter when that's going to be more seasonal clothes. When Holly was satisfied with the layout, we finished up painting the floors and the walls, and I was able to come in and start to add all those little personal touches and, most importantly, the Samsung hairdresser friends. She's real pretty. She's really pretty. Ooh, wow, I wasn't expecting how pretty. Holy moly. The hairdresser is an innovative appliance that refreshes and sanitizes clothes, removes odors, and relaxes wrinkles from the comfort of your home. I have been loving the Samsung hairdresser for that reason. It's a new clothing care appliance that makes it easy for me to take care of both my everyday and high value clothes at home because, let's be real, we gotta stay home and stay safe, people. The air dresser, which holds up to 6 garments, comes with 3 air hangers that release air and steam into your clothes to refresh them, help remove odors, and relax the wrinkles. Steam is also released from the base of the air dresser to refresh the outside of your clothes. The air dresser uses powerful steam and airflow to relax light wrinkles, remove dust and odors, and refresh your clothing. It makes it easier to take care of your delicate fabrics and can even dry a raincoat with the lower temperature heat pump drying feature, which reduces the risk of heat damage and shrinking. Air dresser's built-in deodorizing filter eliminates stubborn odors, the ones that linger in fabrics like smoke, perspiration, and food smells. I love that this is an option within there as well because I really do like keeping my clothes nice and fresh. With the fresh finish, you can insert your go-to dryer sheet into the fresh finish compartment for a laundry fresh scent. Now, this might look intimidating, but let me tell you, it is easy installation. To install the air dresser, all you have to do is plug it in. You do not need a professional installer or even a separate water line. You just fill up the water reservoir right side refill tank and discard the water from the discharge tank left side drain tank when it's full. I'm very excited to see how this dress comes out because it is always wrinkly after I travel and I never end up wearing it. So it just stays in my closet wrinkly because I don't have the patience to steam it. Oh, wow. Wow, that is incredible. You guys already saw my reaction to this thing. Not only is it just insanely functional for the household and lifestyle for anybody that's living within it, but it is also absolutely stunning. It is modern and it looks sleek right there in our walk-in. The air dresser is Wi-Fi connected, so you can control the device remotely and start, pause, receive notifications, and get cycle recommendations using the SmartThings app on your phone. There are 22 cycles for different needs and fabric types. The sanitize cycle is my favorite, hands down. When you want to make sure that your clothes are extra clean, you can set the air dresser to sanitize cycle. High temperature steam will penetrate your garments, helping to keep them sanitary. You can also use this for outerwear, bedding, and soft toys, which is nice when you have these like awkward shaped items. And it also has a reference card for you, like a quick reference guide if you want to put it on the side of your air dresser just so you have easy access. The air dresser is available now at samsun.com. I have linked it down below for you, and it does retail at $1,499. If you guys want to check out more specs, you want to kind of just look on the website and go more into depth and just have a pause moment versus a video, like I said, I've linked it down below for you. Make sure to check it out. Samsun, you have completely changed the game of our clothes, of our items over here in Holly's household, and I cannot be more appreciative. Whoa! Oh my gosh! I'm so excited about this. I'm not even kidding. Smell these. I'm telling Holly, with this air dresser, everything smells like it's coming out of a hotel. We just sanitize these for 2 hours. It's on the sanitize mode. Isn't that crazy? While that air dresser works its magic, I moved on to the remaining walls. So where that vanity wall is, I opted to do the same bracket and shelving that I did within that closet with those nice metal brackets that I get from Home Depot. I did one going across the entire wall, but only with 3 brackets on the right hand side. And then I used L brackets to secure the left hand side to mimic the type of shelving we have going on from our kitchen makeover. Underneath that crazy long shelf, I'm going to be doing a wall mirror for her to check out her outfits, do a little quick pit stop, make sure she looks nice and cute. But when you're hanging stuff into the wall, you want to make sure you're using the proper drywall anchors if you're not going directly into a stud. I have linked the drywall anchors that I use down below. I had some of my closet dowel left over, and I opted to cut one side straight and the other side at a 45-degree angle, going in to make some coat hooks or hat hooks, if you will, depending on whatever accessory she would like to put onto them. So this will screw into here after I add some rapid fuse, and then this screws into the wall. Now we got our hook. Now, I bet you there is a much better way to do this, but for my first time around trying to just eyeball and figure it out based off the ones I have in my bathroom, it was not too shabby. I didn't do anything crazy to the vanity mirror closet situation. I just trimmed it out to clean up those raw drywall edges from before. I wanted to wait until I fully painted the room and made sure that was like the modern sleek vibe we were going with. I added a bit of construction adhesive, went in with my nail gun, and all the while just taking my level to make sure that it is nice and straight as I am tacking it into place. As Holly mentioned before, she has about 19 inches right here to play with, and I thought it'd be an awesome opportunity to do some shoe shelving because she doesn't have a ton of shoes. This also is a really great moment for a hamper on your way out, so I thought it'd be cool to blend the both of them right here in this little nook. The brackets and the size of the wood are obviously going to be dependent on your shoe size. I am doing 8x10 brackets here. I have linked them down below for you, and I am doing roughly 5 or 6 depending. I think I marked out for 6, but then opted to remove the bottom one because I wanted a space for a hamper. To each bracket, I did put some construction adhesive on the back of it because we're installing into laminate, and then per each pair of bracket, I cut down a piece of pine accordingly, and that created the shelves for the shoes. Go ahead and use some shallower screws to secure the wood into place, and then I went in with a Q-tip and white paint and daubed it right on top of the screw to make it disappear a little bit. The hamper situation can always change, but I liked it being underneath the shoes because you weren't worried about it being quote unquote stinky and it wasn't going to get trapped within the pack system and her fresh clothes. For the guest bed or even the reading nook, nap nook, whatever you want to call it, I'm pulling colors from the tones of clothes that Holly wears the most. I'm only taping this out for you guys, since you guys have a field day when I don't.
Probably smarter this way though.
I actually taped it out and you guys should be proud of me, but holy moly is that tedious. It is worth it, but I do need to go back in and still touch up some of the lines. Anyways, I moved forward with painting this one wall, that black beauty color that is running throughout Holly's house, again to tie in that black moment that we are having consistently. Beautiful.
So I just put the second coat on, and I'm gonna go ahead and peel the tape off while the paint is a little still wet so it doesn't dry and rip off. And then what's not nice and crispy, you can easily touch up. It's better than what we used to do, Rachel. Awesome. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, there's some places I need to touch up, but that is way better than if I did it by hand, like I try to flex all the time. All right, you guys win. You happy? Are you happy? Cap, you happy, girl? They're happy too. I'm happy too. Oh my goodness.
When it comes to art, always hang what speaks to you, especially in a guest bedroom. It's always a great conversation starter, like this little moment of Joshua Tree, which everybody knows we love. We have an infatuation with Joshua Tree in this household. I love me some Joshua Tree. Mwah. To add a little something special for our guests in this bedroom when we have them, I wanted to add a copper light fixture that is super easy for anybody to do, and it is plug-in so you don't have to do any hard wiring. I am using 3/4 inch copper pipe that I am just cutting to the length of what I need to go from the closet to the wall, and then using a Forstner bent that is 3/4 of an inch to drill where I want the rope lights to hang off of. I'm using a couple of couplings just because I wanted to add some texture to the rod, make it a little bit more pretty than it is as just a singular straight rod going across. And then Holly ordered the lights that she liked, and I decided to just string them randomly but tie them all together in a similar area on the wall to kind of pull your eye over to the left, but also if the guests wanted to sit up, they're not bonking their head on the bulbs or the cords. Now these bulbs are a little bit on the expensive side, but definitely worth the investment if you wanted to make a statement within a place, and you can also just reuse them in other spaces. Since they are so beautiful, it's like something you'll want to keep and take care of. I was going to embellish this area, but I decided to just stick with textures within the pillows and the different decor that I throw on top. After that reading cozy little nook was situated with that really cute and easy light fixture, I decided to throw the rug down into place, and I had some extra shoe storage on hand. So I opted to open those up and put them underneath this twin bed mattress for extra storage for Holly. As I mentioned in my closet makeover, you don't have to use the sections. They are Velcro. And again, I've linked them down below for you. So I removed all the sections in one of them and put all the purses she had in 2 huge bins down into one bin that now hides right underneath that bed. Finishing up with some details within the actual pack system, I added some shelving to the wall of the back of the closet to lift things up to your eye and not keep things so level. I also wanted to implement some more textures and tones throughout with hints of metallics to chic it up a bit. As I was adding the final details to Holly's walk-in closet, it was really weird to think about how we talked about this space back in when I did her master bedroom and how her life has changed, like within her lifestyle and just her clothing in general, and what her house is kind of looking like and how it is functioning. It is really awesome to be able to be living here and to contribute in this way by giving back in the form of not only her walk-in closet with partnership with Samsung, but also just a little guest bedroom nook when needed. I also know that not everybody is going to have a room where they can walk in and turn it into a walk-in closet / sketch room. Like I always say with every makeover, it is not my way or the highway by any means. This is just to show you how someone's house functions for them, and maybe you take a little bit of inspiration away from it. I do want to thank Samsung so much for sponsoring today's video. Like I said 1,000,001 times already, this really wouldn't have been possible without you, and you're bringing a little bit of Europe into Holly's life, which she misses so much with this hairdresser. It's something she used all the time when she was traveling over there. So I kind of like how it's nostalgic and also making a dream room come true for her. So thank you so very much. I really appreciate all your guys' patience with the content schedule that has been happening lately. I really hope everything has been worth the wait. Like I said, there is something coming out for everybody, all different levels of carpentry, woodworking, and interior design. And I just really can't wait to share with you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. I will see you soon for another DIY.